to Erotic Bedtime Stories. I just want to say welcome to all my little freaks and how much I've missed you all. And tonight, you'll get a twofer. Yes, you'll get some new poems from me. But also, much, much more. Welcome everyone to another erotic bedtime story. And if you don't know this podcast is where I tell stories to help you get by at night. Maybe ignite some fantasies. Maybe I'll even help you out with a couple of them. But also, I did want to talk about something before I get into the poems that I upload tonight on here. I do want to start posting like once a month or something like that, where I talk about some of my actual sexual experiences. And I want to also talk about some of you guys's. If you had any wild, crazy stories or anything like that, especially if it's above the age of 18. I don't want any, like, children stuff, anything, like, that can possibly get me in trouble, of course. I want to hear them, and I'll tell them on here. And you can email them to me at poetsoul30@gmail.com. And I will read them, and I will also ask you before I do upload them on here. And I'll even tell you guys when your story will upload and what episode. So please email them to me. I am more than willing and ready to hear all the nasty things you've done. Just like I'm ready to tell you guys some of mine. Now, once I got that out the way, I will be doing a double upload tonight on here. One will be a special. Something I got inspired from, actually by TikTok, which we'll talk more in the special. But right now, I have a story and a couple of poems I wanted to upload on here. So first, we're going to do the story. And it's called Her. So I hope you enjoy. This poem's called Her. I worshipped her like the goddess she is. I craved for her, every moment with her, until I had her in my bed, doing all the things that I craved, making her come off the tip of my tongue, teasing her with my fingers, seeing her come apart every time I pleasured her, kissing on her tattoos, mesmerized by her glowing skin, captured by her satisfied face, laying on my breast, afterglow submerging both of us, until I opened my eyes and realized she was just a wet dream I can add to the list. And that was her. The next poem I want to tell is called I Want. This poem's called I Want. I want you to understand one thing. From the moment I first saw you, I knew I need to have you in my bed, in between my thighs. I need to feel your lips, your tongue, and your hands, exploring every part of my body I need to feel every inch of you. I needed to know how slow you'll go, how rough you'll be, how many times you'll make me come, how many rounds we can go. Yeah, I know. I have a very active imagination. And that one was called I Want. I'm going to take a quick music break. And then I might actually do 2 more poems on here. I know I've neglected you guys so much. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about a few more updates before I do go. So, let's listen to this music real quick before I get back into the poetry. Alright, and I'm back. So, a couple more updates. I did have OnlyFans that I was putting exclusive stuff on there, which was Poet Soul 30. With the recent things that happened, I personally didn't care for it, and I had one of you guys, which I truly loved and supported, that they would follow me on there. I was doing that also to help me out of a financial situation I had. Yes, I do still somewhat still have that financial situation going on, but I rather just post on here. So I think that's what I'm going to do for now on, is just go back to posting on here instead of doing both OnlyFans and here. But if you do want to support me at all, I do have a Cash App. I have things like that. Just let me know. And also, before we get into the other poems for the night, follow me on any of my social medias. It's Poet Soul 30. I'll have all that information in the description down below. But with that being said, the next poem I'm going to do is Imagination. This poem's called Imagination. The most dangerous thing a man can ask a woman is, what do you want to do? What do you want me to do to you? You see, specifically a woman like me, a woman who has a active imagination. From one moment, you can ask me that, and I can imagine 69 different ideals, such as pinning me to the wall by my throat and undressing me with the other hand, or pulling out handcuffs and rope and tying me to the bed while having your way with me and taking away one of my senses. Or I tie you up and fuck you, senseless, right in your face until I explode in your mouth. And as you explode in mine, I could keep going, but I feel like some things need to be left to the imagination. And that one was imagination. And the last poem I'm going to do for this podcast is called A Mood. This poem is called A Mood. I'm in the mood for cuddling and fucking, being lost in someone, both tangled up and hypnotized in each other. Slow, lingering kisses trail across our bodies, deep conversations and slow strokes, lingering tales left on each other's skin for those days when we're apart and we still remember how we both felt, how we both taste. It's a mood very few will imagine, let alone experience. It's a mood that will have you addicted. One taste and you'll want it all the time. And that one was A Mood. I'm going to take one more music break before I update you guys one more time, and then I might have to let you guys go, but not for too long, because I do have a special coming up tonight. So, So, I'm going to let you guys go for now. Please follow me on all my social medias, PoetSoul30. And if you want to take part in my new series I'm going to do once a month at least, where I tell some of my erotic adventures and I want to tell some of yours, email me at poetsoul30@gmail.com. And make sure it's 18 above stories and, nothing too crazy. And I'll let you guys know when I upload them on here. And let me know if I can use your name, things like that. I missed you guys so much. And with that, sweet wet dreams.